boxer, how do you feel like you get out of that bubble to make somebody a real boxer?
I mean, what he's doing is, I mean, kind of cool. If he can continue to steal money and they match him the way they match him, I can't knock his hustle. So if they can match him the way how they've been matching him.
I haven't seen Gervonta Davis in another sexual assault allegation, lawsuits incoming, potentially criminal charges levied. We don't know yet, but we know that fight is up in the air, and I think that fight's not going to happen, and they're going to either have to move the fight back or they're going to have to look to a replacement or both. I don't know.
This fight is still technically scheduled for November 14th to air on Netflix, but it's basically hanging on by a thread. But the team, Jake Paul's team, have reportedly gone and contacted all the fighters, and the names that they're looking at contacting to fight as a late replacement.
Floyd Mayweather has once again shaken up the boxing world, calling out Jake Paul after Gervonta "Tank" Davis's fight was canceled due to his ongoing legal issues. Mayweather made it clear he's ready to step in and face Jake, stressing that this wouldn't be an exhibition, it would be a real fight. He also emphasized that he won't move up and wait, signaling that if the bout happens, it'll follow true professional boxing rules. The unexpected call-out has sent fans into a frenzy, sparking major buzz as everyone wonders if Floyd is genuinely preparing for a legitimate return to the ring.
But at the time, people badly wanted you and Jake Paul to fight. Is he someone you're interested in or no?
Well, if you go back, you got to do your homework, look on the internet. I think he was doing a sit down on a podcast one time, and he talked about it. He said, I don't want to do an exhibition against Floyd Mayweather. He said, I'm only doing real fights. Now, of course, I can't get up high in weight, but I'll fight him in a real fight at the weight that I'm at. But Jake Paul, I mean, as of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad.
Have you been impressed?
But one thing I like about him, one thing I do like about him, he's selling it. He's selling it, and he's making good money, and he's entertaining.
Due to an ongoing lawsuit and investigation, Gervonta "Tank" Davis's highly anticipated exhibition against Jake Paul has been canceled. His promoter, Most Valuable Promotions, confirmed they are reviewing the situation and chose not to proceed with the event under these circumstances.
Know the situation. It was supposed to be boxing Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a man that weighs 133 pounds or 135. Regardless, it's a man that is way smaller than Jake Paul. So that is just ridiculous, and I'll give you my thoughts on that before anyway. But now it turns out that Gervonta Davis has some allegations about domestic abuse. I don't know too much about the situation, but apparently Netflix have pulled the plug on that fight. It says, here's a tweet I'm reading from Mike Coppinger. As reported, Jake Paul's return could shift to December, with the November 14th Netflix exhibition in jeopardy due to the latest allegations against Gervonta Davis. Sources tell Ring Magazine that December 12th and the 19th are possible.
Gervonta Davis is facing a civil lawsuit filed by his former girlfriend, Courtney Rosal, over an alleged October 27th incident at a Miami nightclub where she works. The complaint accuses Davis of battery, aggravated battery, false imprisonment, kidnapping, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. According to the filing, Davis allegedly dragged and assaulted her through multiple areas of the club, including the stairwell, kitchen, and parking garage. Miami Gardens. Law enforcement confirms an active investigation is ongoing alongside the civil case.
Boxing champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis faces new abuse claims from a woman who claims to be his ex-girlfriend. This is according to our media partner, the Baltimore Banner. Courtney Russell says she dated Davis for 5 months and recently filed a civil lawsuit accusing him of aggravated battery, false imprisonment, and other offenses. She claims Davis physically attacked her a number of times during their relationship. Russell claims the most recent incident was Monday at a Miami nightclub. Davis is scheduled to fight Jake Paul in Miami on November 14th.
Chael Sonnen recently addressed the confusion surrounding the suspected cancellation of the Jake Paul vs. Gervonta "Tank" Davis fight, revealing that he personally reached out to both camps for clarity. Sonnen said he contacted representatives from Jake's team and Tank's side, but neither provided a straight answer. Their silence, he noted, fueled growing speculation that something serious was unfolding behind the scenes. Sonnen explained that when both fighters avoid denying a cancellation, it often indicates deeper issues at play, beyond just scheduling conflicts. He hinted that the situation could involve complex legal and promotional complications, suggesting that fans shouldn't take the apparent cancellation at face value.
Tank has one job to do, which is to let anybody know that's listening that it doesn't make any difference, that boxing is a real sport. My skills versus your skills, of which I have an abundance of and of which you have none of. My life's commitment and dedication versus a second or third or fourth thought in the world of priority on your list. And I used to believe those things. Now, I go back far enough in MMA that I've had my eyes open a number of times. The fact that karate was so incredibly useless, or the fact that Jeet Kune Do was so incredibly useless, like these were not things that I would have bet on when I was in high school. As a wrestler at that time, I would not have assumed that I would fare well in a fight against somebody that knew Kung Fu. We had all been falsely led through Hollywood. Not through competition, not through sport, not through understanding of the game, but just through Hollywood. We were told that those guys were the most dangerous guys. So, we then eventually get up to Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, which had a weight discrepancy.
With Gervonta "Tank" Davis's fight now uncertain, Floyd Mayweather has called out Jake Paul to face him in the ring. Mayweather has been candid about Paul's boxing skills, acknowledging his success as a crossover fighter and his entertainment value, but stopping short of labeling him a legitimate boxer. Floyd has suggested that a fight with Paul would be far too easy, indicating that Paul wouldn't challenge someone of his level. He also emphasized that while Paul has carved out a lucrative niche, stepping into the ring with a world-class fighter would reveal significant gaps in his training, technique, and overall competition experience.
There are many people who believe you're the most talented fighter ever, period. So whatever you say to this question, I think is important. Are you impressed? Does he have boxing ability, or is he just an entertainer who has a lot of fans and can promote a fight and has fought lesser opponents? Or is he actually talented?
As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter, a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
Does he have the ability, with what you've seen, to continue to mold himself into somebody who can actually? He told me before his goal is to fight Canelo, so that's, where.
Additionally, Mayweather's reluctance to grant rematches has left fans wondering about unresolved what-ifs. In contrast, Jake Paul often faces opponents who are past their prime or significantly smaller. Mayweather has cautioned about the caliber of Paul's competition while recognizing his entertainment value. He warned that once Paul steps into the ring with a truly skilled, world-class fighter, the matchup could expose the gap between him and elite boxing talent.